Maglr gives your projects a standard page navigation menu by default, and there are a few different styles to pick from in the settings. But sometimes that's not quite enough. Maybe you want to navigate between scenes within a single page. Or maybe you want to design your own page navigation on top of the standard one, fully matching your brand. A floating side menu, a dot navigation, a custom menu bar with hover effects that completely behave the way you want them to. In Maglr Pro, you can build all of that yourself by dragging in elements and applying click actions, just like you would with any other interaction. In this lesson, we'll cover 3 things. 1. How to build a custom sticky navigation. 2. How to place that navigation on a sticky scene so it stays visible and the hover effects keep working as you scroll through the project. And 3. How to use a control navigation click action for things like previous page, next page, or closing a subpage. We are on this page about whales, with a separate scene for each subtopic. And I'm going to build a custom sticky navigation that allows my viewers to navigate through all of the scenes. Let's start with the basics. A custom navigation in Maglr is just a collection of clickable elements that you've set up to jump somewhere specific. That's it. No special navigation element, just elements with click actions. I'll drag a text element onto my canvas and change it to birth and early life. I'll repeat this for the other menu items too. So we end up with 5 nav elements sitting next to each other at the top of the scene. Let's add a background shape, then group everything together and set the group to sticky to make sure it stays in place when I scroll through the page. Now the important part. With my migration and navigation button selected, I'll head over to the Interactions tab in the element panel on the right. I'll add a new click action and choose Go to Scene from the drop-down. Then I'll pick the scene I want this button to jump to. You can also link to a specific element within a scene using Scroll to Element, or jump to an entirely different page in your project. Same setup, but a different option in the drop-down. Now, here's the thing. Right now, this navigation only exists on this scene. If I scroll down to the next scene, it disappears. Which brings us to step 2. So to keep our navigation visible across the whole page, we'll have to put it on a sticky scene. I'll head to the Scenes panel on the left, add a new full screen scene, and then under Scene Behavior, I'll check for a scene sticky on top. What this does is layer this scene on top of all the other scenes. So as I scroll, the other scenes move underneath, but my navigation stays right where it is. I'll move my navigation group up to this new sticky scene. Don't forget to make the background transparent so it doesn't block the rest of the content. Now, here's the part that makes this really click. Let's add some hover effects to our nav buttons. With the birth and early life button selected, I'll go to the Effects and Hover Effects tab and set up a subtle yellow bottom border that appears on hover. Tried to say that in a hurry. But here's the cool part. Because this button has both a hover effect and a click action linking it to the birth and early life scene, something useful happens. The moment this button is clicked and the viewer lands on that scene, that hover effect stays active. It keeps highlighting. It only switches off when the user navigates to a different scene, at which point the hover effect on that scene's button activates instead. So your hover effect doubles as an active state indicator, a subtle visual cue that tells the user you are here without any extra setup. Just a hover effect plus a click action on a sticky scene.
So basically it's a hover effect that forgot that I stopped hovering?
That's one way to put it, but yeah, exactly. Because the hover effect itself is just styling, you can make it as subtle or as bold as you want. A small underline, a color shift, a background fill, a grow or move, whatever fits the design. It'll all behave the same way as an active state indicator. For the third part, we're going to look at a different kind of click action. Control navigation. Because so far, we've been telling buttons where to go. A specific element or scene, but sometimes you don't need a specific destination. You need a behavior. A back button, a next page arrow, a close button for a subpage that pops over the main content. That's what control navigation is for. I've got 2 buttons here at the bottom of my page. One takes me back to the previous page and the other takes me to the next page. Let's select the back button and add a click action to it. Pick Control Navigation and from the drop-down you'll see a list of options. Previous page, next page, close subpage, and a few others that we can use to control the side menu. My button is designed to take me back to the previous page, so I'll select that option. And now, wherever my viewer is, that arrow takes them back to the previous page.
But what's the difference between previous page and just linking to a specific page?
Time makes a difference here, because you only need to set it up once and then just copy and paste it to the other pages, and you won't have to think about it again. The option Go To Page always takes the viewer to that one specific page. Previous Page is dynamic. It always goes one step back from wherever they currently are. So you can put the same back button on every page, and it just works. The Close Subpage option is especially useful if you've built a subpage that opens as an overlay. Think of a detail view, a product spec sheet, or a contact form. A simple X button in the corner with Close Subpage as the click action, and you're done. So, in this lesson, we've covered how to build a custom navigation in Maglr Pro by dragging in your own elements and linking them with click actions like Go to Scene or Scroll to Element. We also explored how to put that navigation on a sticky scene with first scene sticky on top, so your hover effects double as active state indicators across your entire project. We finished with the Control Navigation click action, which lets you set up dynamic buttons for things like previous and next pages, or closing a subpage. Now you know everything you need to design and build a fully custom navigation in Maglr Pro. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.